Hey there guys, welcome back to the Minimalist Bujo Challenge. I have just finished my Friday, well, more or less. In theory, I still want to do this one last task because, as I mentioned yesterday, I am way behind. I still have like half the month and there's 15 chapters, so I still have technically more than enough time, provided I can get the book renewed at the library and I like read a chapter per day. So I really want to try to do that and make that sort of a goal. So I think I'm gonna add some stuff to my tracker. Starting for, I guess for today, read. And then also, I think starting tomorrow, I want to try to post to Instagram more often, or maybe every day. I want to think about doing it every day because I was realizing I promised I would be using the hashtag minimalistbujochallenge, challenge, and I have not yet posted anything since the month started. And a couple other people have posted some things and I haven't posted anything, so I'm going to try to post daily. They will likely be not very pretty pictures because I'm not making a very pretty planner, but we've reached the half point of the month, so I kind of wanted to flip through and kind of assess where we are and what we've been doing. Let me pull these clips off. And basically the point of this was to sort of go back to the basics of writer Carol's original video, and to not add things that I didn't need. So let's kind of see how I've done so far. So first we have the index page, which is right out of the video, obviously. It's like the foundation backbone. And then I've got my monthly spread, which I think the only things I've really added to this are the little lines between each week. I really find that helpful to see at a glance like where we are, because I do think of my time sort of in weeks. So I can go, oh yeah, I'm in the week, I'm at the, the end of the week. And so I can just see where Friday is and where Saturday and Sunday are. And then the monthly task list. I don't know how Ryder uses this in his system, but I really prefer to have small actionable tasks, and I like being able to check things off as I get them done throughout the day. So I definitely, this is getting long, and then here I'm threading, where you mark the next page of a collection down here so that I can go, oh well, at the end of page 3 it continues on page 10, and so on page 10 I can flip back and go, oh, it starts on page 3. This technique is not part of the original video, obviously, but it is something that Kim, Tiny Ray of Sunshine, I think, either created or popularized. And she and Ryder are really involved in a lot of things with the bullet journal website. So I kind of consider that sort of almost official. But, you know, it doesn't really matter what's official. But here's our dailies. I think to be very technical, he uses dashes and I just started using slashes, and so there we go. I was taking note of some things that I eventually moved to a tracker. Sort of on the right here, I found that to be really frustrating, so I moved that to their own page, but basically I'm just using my completed, scheduled, migrated, notes, events, all pretty much. I've always used the basic, it's from the updated version of the video, the basic signifiers. Then here's where we get into a little bit of the wild spreads that are not part of the basic system. This, as I mentioned at the time, is a sort of, it's called a quantity tracker, created by Bujo Boosted, or the Boosted Journal here on YouTube. And he created this sort of idea of how to track things that you just want to do more often, but not on a specific day or not every single day. And so whenever I do one of these good habits that I'm trying to form, I will write the day that I did it. And the point of this for me is actually just to move it from this spread onto this spread, which is my colorful, fancy habit tracker. The idea is I'm trying to fill up this block with all good habits that I'm doing. And so I have this here just to remind me of what I actually did, so that at the end of the month I'm going to migrate, or I don't know, migrate, but like fill in this box with this information. because of that, I think what I'm actually going to do when I'm finished this project and move on to a permanent new setup is I'm going to migrate this spread to my new journal and not keep using this, because as nice as it is to be able to only use one pen, I think it's kind of redundant to have it in two places. And especially, like, this is fine for the whole month and then migrate it all at once. But if I were to say, you know, write, oh yeah, I did that on the 3rd, and then I write it here on the 3rd, but it still says 3 here, so I don't know. Do I have to check it off when it's a mess. Anyway, so this is working really well for what I have now. I don't know that I'm going to keep it. This is my videos that I need to make and all of the steps that need to be done. Usually I do this in a weekly spread, and I think I'm going to move back to that at the end of this month. For this month, it works fine to have it all on one page because I'm not making as many videos. Well, I mean, I'm making more videos, obviously. I'm making a video every day, but that daily video isn't even going in my planner at all. I'm just doing it before I go to bed every night. So these are the videos besides my daily ones, my weekly Sims video, and then a couple other special ones that I want to work on. They're all just sort of here as when I go, oh yeah, okay, when do I need to film this week? I just go back here. More dailies. Again, pretty simple. And then my to-do list. And this weekly task tracker, it's kind of something that I'm not sure. I feel like ideally maybe I should have just a separate collection that's just things you should do every week, and I flip back to that at the beginning of the week and add those tasks into a weekly to-do list. I may try to do something similar to that in my next setup. For now this is working because it's only these two sort of tasks, or you know, collections of sections of tasks, whatever. So I actually, when I set this up, I had my Bible study tasks in the column for weeks 2, 3, 4, like that. But then I realized it didn't really make sense because our Bible study's on Wednesday. So I'm doing the homework for week, for example, right now, at the end of week 2, I'm doing the homework for week 3. And then at the end of week 3, I'll be doing the homework for week 4. But also in the early parts of week 3, I'll still be working on the homework for week 3. So I put it in between. So basically, because it happens on Wednesday, it has to get done before Wednesday of week 3, actually. But anyway, it makes sense to me. So that's how I have that set up. Projects here, this is mostly just to remind me what I need to work on. And this here is a progress bar, which, as I just already pointed out, I'm not making progress on. But these here are just kind of a reminder of what should be on my mind when I start to go into those like worry spirals or whatever of like, am I getting everything done I need to? Then I just go back here and go, oh yeah, it's fine. You know, I haven't worked on this project, but that's a low priority project. I'm working on this other project and it's fine. So this, I think, in my next setup is going to be in my project planning insert, which I'm still sort of trying to figure out exactly what that's going to look like as I read this book. But I have sort of an idea of sort of a projects list / index in a project planning insert, which I will definitely show you in my October setup video. Whatever that ends up looking like, that'll come out at the beginning of October. Then I have my tracker here, which I was just showing you. I think this looks kind of messy having these start lower, but I didn't want a lot of blank space. Like, why weren't you doing it then? It's like, well, I wasn't tracking it then. But it's reminding me like this stretch thing that like I wanted to do every day and then forgot about and then remembered and was like, I should just make that on my tracker. So it's working. And definitely it's tidier having these things in one spread and together than trying to remember to write them next to my dailies. Like that. And then more dailies and more dailies. So that's what it's looking like now. I'm keeping a list in the back of what I've learned, spoilers, and this is a list of sort of just some notes on how I want my October setup to look. But until we get there, I'm just plugging along. feeling pretty good about things. It's not too difficult, I don't think, to be sort of decoration free. It does make it easier and less time consuming to do my planning. If anything, I think the stressful, difficult part is trying to do it on camera and not like waste time and also not forget things. But let's go ahead and set up for the weekend. Saturday. Oh, it was such a long week, or it felt like such a long week, and I'm very glad that I get to relax a little bit. So tomorrow we're going out for brunch. And then I've got some things we need to get done, like I have this shopping list written on a sticky note, but I want to have it with me. So much for not busy. I thought I was gonna have time to play a video game I've been meaning to play, but we'll see. Maybe I will, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen tomorrow, Saturday. Maybe it'll happen on Sunday, hopefully. But I think that I'm going to leave this as is, because if there's anything else that comes up, it'll probably go over here, because yeah, this is looking like a pretty full day. So I will call that good. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your views, support, and comments, and all of your ideas. It's been really great on this journey with all of you. So don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss my daily videos this month, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!